Bueno, welcome back to my channel, guys. It's me, Marissa. It's my 20th video, guys, so yes, like, I'm so excited about that. For every 10 videos that I post, I want to share with you guys 10 things about me that, you know, that are new, that you might not know. This week's video, obviously, as you can tell, is 10 of my favorite movies. Now, they're gonna range from scary movies to romantic comedies to Disney movies, so just bear with me. Again, this is my personal preference list. Any type of movie that makes you feel some kind of emotion, I definitely feel that makes a movie. It makes a movie memorable. It makes a movie great. If you walk out of the theater feeling sad, if you walk out of the theater feeling happy, if you walk out of the theater feeling scared, like, then that movie did its job. So I just love the movies, and I admire all the directors and actors out there. Like, y'all are doing your job. So let's go ahead and get started into the list, guys. I'm gonna start at number 10 and then work my way to number 1. So for the first movie, that is one of my favorite movies. I guess to start out with, I would say Matilda. If you guys never seen that movie, you're definitely missing out. It's one of the best movies from my childhood for sure. You got this little girl who's super duper smart, who is not really appreciated that much in school, in her family. She ends up having superpowers, and she learns how to use her powers for good, you know, like as many superheroes do, even though she's not really a superhero, but she just kind of has magic powers, you know. Shout out to Roald Dahl. He's the author of that book Matilda. I read it when I was younger and I loved the book, so seeing the movie, that classic Matilda movie, oh my goodness, I just love it so much. It makes me feel so nostalgic every time I watch it. And then when I show it to my nieces, they love it as much as I do, so I just love that movie. It's a timeless classic for sure. Now, these aren't really in any particular order. I guess the only like order that I did like rank it is like number 1, because number 1 is probably gonna be my top favorite movie. But pay attention to no order, that this is it. So number 9 is Finding Nemo. That movie was such a clever movie, like throughout the whole thing. I never ever felt that way when I watched a Pixar movie before, or a Disney movie at all, let alone like we literally saw what life was like, you know, under the water. Like when it comes from the shark's point of view, comes from a clownfish's point of view, you know, comes from a tank inside of a dentist's office point of view. Like, it was awesome. That movie just opened up so many different ideas and so many different imaginations, you know, that I had when I was a kid. And I feel like everybody's seen Finding Nemo because it's like literally one of the best movies ever. Number 8 would have to be Mean Girls for me. Mean Girls is that movie, I'm telling you. Shout out to Tina Fey, like, she's my girl. Like, yes, I love Mean Girls. It's a really funny movie. Definitely, honestly, doesn't really remind me of my high school, because my high school wasn't like your regular typical high school. We didn't really have that much diversity at my high school and that many clubs, but at the same time, it was still high school. It was still relatable. It was still funny. It was still hilarious. It was still stupid. It was amazing. Like, that movie is great. Every part of that movie is just so funny. Number 7 would have to be The Little Mermaid. The Little Mermaid is definitely one of my favorite movies. I know all the songs by heart. Kiss the Girl, Under the Sea, Poor Unfortunate Souls, of course, Part of Your World. Like, I know all of them. The reason why I love it so much is because, like, Ariel's just like any other girl. She's any other wide-eyed, bright-eyed explorer, trying to find herself, trying to see what the world is about. And there's like so many things holding her back, and she's willing to risk her voice to be, you know, part of the world. And I just think that's amazing. And it's cool. Yeah, she gets the prince and whatever, but it's a Disney movie, so they always get the prince. So yeah, but honestly, I love The Little Mermaid. It's so cute. I love Sebastian, and Flounder is my favorite. So yeah. Number 6 would definitely, hands down, have to be The Parent Trap. The Parent Trap was that movie, I'm telling you. When that movie first came out, I really thought that Lindsay Lohan had a twin. Like, she did so good in that movie. Her accent when she played the English girl Annie, everybody in that movie made the movie the way it was. I love the nanny and the butler's relationship. I love the parents' relationship. I even love the grandfather. Like, he was everything to me in that movie. That movie is just great. And it came out at a time where it was in the 90s, so the fashion in the 90s during that time, especially in England, like, boy, like, hello, those wedding dresses, because her mom was a wedding designer. Those dresses though, with the top hat, oh girl, that was some other level stuff. Like, that movie just introduced me to so much stuff, and it was awesome. I liked it. Oh my goodness, my favorite character probably from that movie would have to be the dad's girlfriend, Meredith. I love her. I love her so much. I love to hate her. That's how good she was in this movie. And she's like drop dead gorgeous, honestly. She's so pretty. And The Parent Trap was just that movie, I'm telling you. Like, if you've never seen The Parent Trap, like, what kind of childhood did you have? Seriously. I'm at number 5. I hope. Shit. Like, I haven't really been keeping track of it, but I think I am. So, I think I'm at number 5. But I hope you guys can tell, like, I'm trying to tell you a lot of stuff about the movies, but at the same time, I'm not trying to give too much away. That's the thing about me and movies. I love the movie so much, and whether you're going to see the movie or not, or have seen the movie or not, I really don't like giving too much away because, you know, I'm literally naming great movies that I recommend you guys to see. So hopefully, if you haven't seen any of these movies on my list, definitely go see them. Okay, so 5. Now I'm kind of getting to like the scary movies because they're my favorite. So number 5, I'd have to say, I'll say Final Destination, the first one. So Final Destination is basically, I mean, I don't even have to explain the Final Destination because there's like, what, 7 of them now or something? I don't even know. I think there's 8, honestly. I really don't even know. But the first one is the best because you never really thought about that. Like, seeing that movie, it's crazy to think about that, like, every little thing could like set something off. But you know, it's something that we never really thought about on crazy freak accidents, on how people have passed away. And it was just a movie that just like took it there on different levels, where it was like, oh my goodness, made you scared to do everything, made you scared to fly in a plane, made you scared to take a shower. Oh my goodness, like, that movie was something else. But it was really, really good. And the ending is probably my favorite part of the whole movie. Number 4 would probably have to be Project X. Now, that movie is not a scary movie or anything, but it is literally the funniest movie ever. Like, I love that movie so much. Believe it or not, when I saw this movie, sorry, I'm like doing all these crazy movements. Believe it or not, when I saw this movie, I actually saw it with my dad. I remember seeing the commercials for this and was not impressed because I thought it was gonna be like some stupid movie, you know, and I really wasn't in the mood to see a stupid movie. And I knew it was about kids throwing a party, but I didn't know, like, I honestly didn't even know, like, what I was walking into, honestly. So, my dad, he was just like, let's check it out. So we went in and we saw it. And from the very beginning of the movie, like, we were already caught. Like, we were already, like, hook, line, and sinker. Like, I guess I could give this away, but viewer discretion is advised. But in the beginning of the movie, Costa, the best friend of Thomas, who's the birthday boy, he walks in the house with the camera guy, Dax, and he's singing, hey, we want some pussy. Hey, we want some pussy. Somebody say, hey. When that shit came on, me and my dad looked at each other like, okay, we gonna stay and see what this movie's about. Like, that movie is just so funny, and that's just like one thing, and it's the first thing of the movie that just makes you laugh. And it's very provocative, a lot of nudity, a lot of drug use, I guess, but it's a really entertaining movie and it's badass as fuck. Number 3 definitely has to be one of my all-time favorite movies for sure, and that is The Exorcist. Now, this movie, I love it on so many levels, mainly because of how much of an impact it had on America, on the world, on the nation, like everywhere. I remember when it came, well, I don't remember when it came out because it came out in the 70s, but my dad told me that when the movie first came out, there were like ambulances waiting outside the theaters because I mean, it would, if you ever seen the movie and then back then with the special effects and stuff, you know, that was a lot to take in. You know, it was a lot to take in for people with like a weak heart and whatnot, because honestly that movie is pretty scary for a person who's never experienced like what an exorcist looks like, or never seen what, you know, the devil inside of a person could be. And the crazy thing is that movie was actually based on a true story about a boy. I don't really know if the boy survived his exorcism or if he didn't, but I just know that some parts of those stories were true, which makes that movie even more freaking amazing. I love that movie. It's so entertaining. My second favorite movie would have to be Insidious. Now that movie is definitely my all-time favorite scary movie as of right now, until something comes out that, I don't know, maybe can top it. But Insidious #1, chapter 1, whatever, the first Insidious movie is the best Insidious movie ever. It literally scared me so much. I never thought that a PG-13 movie can scare you that much, but it can. I saw that movie with my best friend. It was just her and I, and we were on each other like so hard that night, and I didn't get any nightmares from it, but I do remember like having crazy dreams. But I did get some like visions of the Insidious devil in my dreams, so that was a little scary. And that's what I'm saying, like that takes me back to why movies are such a good movie. I walked out of that theater and I was scared, ready for that next movie that was gonna come out, because you knew there was gonna be a second one. But that movie was really good. Like, I love that movie so much, I had to buy it. My #1 favorite movie of all time is, drumroll, Focus. Focus is a very good movie. That was literally my reasoning for everything back in, I think it came out in 2014. Yeah, I think Focus came out in 2014, and that was literally I can't even speak. That was literally my reason for everything. Like, people ask me, how's your day? I'd be like, my day's great. You know why my day's great? Because Focus is a really good movie. Or like, I'd say stupid stuff and I would just be like, that's because Focus is a really good movie. Like, I was obsessed with this movie. I saw this movie 3 times in the theaters. 3 times in the theaters. I gave this movie all that money. Like, I'm telling you, it's a really good movie. It's a thriller, romantic comedy. It keeps you at the edge of your seat. It keeps you on edge. It gives you anxiety. It is literally one of those movies that makes you feel all types of emotions. Even sad, honestly. You even feel kind of sad. So I just feel like that movie is a really good movie, and Focus, literally the best movie, hands down. I'm telling you right now, Focus is the best movie. I don't know why it didn't win any awards or nothing, because that movie was great. I guess because it didn't come out in the time where it could have won awards. But that's my #1. That's my go-to. That is my movie. If you guys like this video, make sure you give me that thumbs up. This was fun because I love talking about movies and stuff, so I would love to share some more movies with you guys. If you guys haven't subscribed already, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos every Friday. I will see you next week for more videos.